Second row middle.
Hi, Steph. Janie McCauley from AP. How much did Draymond kind of fuel that last few minutes? You know, and you guys have been here before. He said we can erase 8 points in 4 minutes if we need to. That experience factor. How much did that come into?
I mean, being down 15 at the half, and like you said, starting the fourth quarter, I think it was tied, and they were up 8 at some point. Never losing our composure. Get right back into the game. Obviously, we don't want to be in that position, and yeah. Everybody contributed. Like the last 5 that was out there, you know, Clay playing great defense. Obviously, Andre strip at the end. You know, Draymond finding Looney at the lob and finishing at the rim. Everybody, you know, contributed. So, very exciting way to win. We got to play better, in the first half for sure.
Front row center.
C.J. Peterson, the San Francisco Examiner. Steph, that third quarter was really the turning point of the game. Really brought you guys right back into it. As a team, you guys are no strangers to third quarter explosions like that. What makes you, as a team, so lethal in that third frame?
I've never had a good answer for that. I don't know what it is. I mean, we obviously got challenged at halftime to, you know, play with more energy, more fight, more competitiveness, and we obviously answered it. But I don't know what it is. Finding that edge, you know, when our backs against the wall. Obviously, you don't win every game, but we competed. And it was an exciting, you know, brand of basketball for that, you know, that 12 minutes, and gave ourselves a chance to win down the stretch. You know, down 15. Gave ourselves a chance to win down the stretch. You know, down 15. It was like, you know, 13-0 run coming out of halftime. That's crazy. But we've done it before. We don't want to be in those situations, though.
Third row left-hand side.
Steph, Mark Medina, Bay Area News Group. Given that you and Clay have produced so well as a tandem over the years, what are your guys' leadership approaches without Kevin Durant versus normal circumstances?
It's pretty much the same. We don't change our personality or anything. It's just, again, when you're missing a guy like that can produce 30 points, you know, however many rebounds, and just creates so much attention. It changes the way you play a little bit, but when we have those opportunities to be aggressive, do what we do, feed off the other guys that are out there, you know, moving without the ball, just taking shots that we know we can take and make, and playing with that aggressiveness, that's normal for us. But it's leadership-wise, in terms of what we're saying, how we're, you know, handling ourselves, and the energy that we play with, that never changes.
Second row right-hand side.
Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Steph, take us inside Curry versus Curry, especially in tonight's game when it was so close and you both had so much to do with how the outcome went, and he was kind of really going at you, took the ball away from you a couple of times, hit that big shot. What's that like for you guys?
This was like the coolest experience I think I've ever had playing, you know, against him. We talked about the stage, and he was amazing tonight. You know, every minute he was out there defensively, he was a pest. Made 3 big shots in the fourth quarter that were very timely. And for my parents, I know we talked about it the whole series, and these last 2 games, it's probably nerve-wracking as heck for them, but it worked out perfectly tonight. He played well, and we won.
Standing up left-hand side.
Steph, you guys are up 2-0, just like you were last series. Going into Portland, I think it's 17 years last time they played a Western Conference final. What are you expecting in that environment, and where does the mental have to be as you guys approach Game 3?
If we can bottle up our performance in the second half tonight, and carry that on the plane with us tomorrow, and get off to a good start on Saturday, that'd obviously be helpful. But they have an amazing atmosphere. It's loud, it's energetic. Fans really care, they're passionate. So I know they're going to be excited. We got to do whatever we can to hopefully take them out of it early. Knowing Portland's going to feed off of that energy, and it's going to be tough to win up there. So we gotta bring it.
Third row, left-hand side.
Joe Hughes, KCBS Radio. You faced Andre Iguodala in a playoff series. You know how great his hands are when he's guarding you defensively. Can you give us an idea what it's like to go against somebody with those kind of hands? Because he came up with a big steal for you guys tonight.
He's been doing it for years. He just has a knack for it. He's got quick hands, strong hands. He uses his wingspan really well, and he's just smart. So it speaks so much or so highly of a guy that can have a game like he had, where offensively there weren't many opportunities, but he makes the biggest play of the game to help us win. And he's that so excited about that part, of his role for our team, and we want to celebrate that. So he's unbelievable. Every time he does it, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's surprising, but you're just kind of in awe of it because not many guys can make plays like that consistently.
Far back center.
Ramona Shelburne with ESPN. Seth, are you guys talking out there, you and Seth? Is there a trash talk going on between you two? And because you're 3 years older, right? So you're close enough in age where you probably did that growing up too. But I assume the things you say as men are a little different than what you said as boys.
Yeah, it's not as much as you would think, but there is some. The game's going so fast, you don't really have that much time to go back and forth. And obviously, he's the opposition as much as I love him, and we have history and all that. It's just playing basketball. He tried to distract me at the free throw line in the fourth quarter, and I knew how to kind of go back at it, but stay focused on what I needed to do. But yeah, it's just fun. I have to catch myself a couple times because I do want to go and just have a little small talk, whatever. But the game, got to stay locked in.
Standing up back, left-hand side.
Steph, teams like to post up Draymond, go at him on the perimeter. What are you thinking when you see teams?
I'm pretty confident it's going to work out in our favor as a team, and he loves those challenges when. Whether he's oversized or, whatever the case is, they want to target him. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, and you see that the fire in his eyes light up, gets us all going. So, his energy is contagious, and when he's locked in and focused and playing like he did tonight, we're tough to beat.
Front row, right-hand side.
Harvey Jones, Quessy Sports. Steph, do you kind of live in the moment, understanding that you guys are the leaders of a potential dynasty?
Yeah, I don't think in those terms. It's just every opportunity we have to play. These are big moments, big games, and the context of what this 5-year run has been and all that stuff doesn't really, dominate my mind when we're out there, competing. We know what's at stake and what we're chasing this year, this series, this game, and that's the only way that you can really put your best foot forward in terms of trying to get back to the mountaintop. So we'll have plenty of time when we lace or hang the sneakers up to really go back and think about all the different experiences and highs and lows. But right now, we're 2 games away from another finals appearance. It's pretty special.
Final one, back left-hand side.
Yeah, hi, Steph. Ryan Leong, Associated Press Radio. You guys certainly miss Kevin Durant. He may not be back for another week. But do you guys feel comfortable enough now that you've got the cast of characters that, you guys brought even Andrew Bogut back, that you guys can get it done without KD?
We're confident we can win, but we would much rather have him, playing. So we're going to hold the fort down until he gets back and go win, another championship with our full squad. So, with him and DeMarcus as well, we understand how great of players they are and how they, raise our ceiling even higher. But to your point, yeah, we feel like we can still win games no matter who's out there on the floor. And that's why we're in the position we are and have won championships with, all the injuries we've had and all that type of stuff. So we know what the mission is, and we're on it right now.
Great, thank you. We'll have our schedule for tomorrow. No practice. We'll do coach.
All right, that is Steph Curry at the podium. Then a little Raymond Ritter hear from him. One of the best PR men in the game, if not the best. Here's the schedule that we're looking at now after the Warriors take care of business at home. Game 3, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, as the scene shifts to Moda Center in Portland. NBA TV will be with you before and after each and every game of the 2019 NBA playoffs. Grant Hill, Isaiah Thomas, Jared Greenberg. So we've been here and done that with the Warriors, going up 2-0 in the series, heading to the road. Grant, let's discuss what's different this time around versus what happened last round against Houston.
Well, I mean, different series, different style of play. Portland, I think there are some really good things that they can take from this game. And, obviously they'll have the advantage at home court. The crowd there is everyone's talked. Steve Kerr, Steph Curry mentioned. It's one of one of the best places to play. And Dame Lillard in the press conference mentioned as well, just, look, we're going to come back. We'll be back here to play. And so Game 3 obviously is a must-win for the Trailblazers. But I think it's a different kind of matchup. I mean, Houston was difficult and challenging for Golden State in more ways than one. I'm not saying that Portland's an easier matchup for them. It's a different matchup. I think they have sort of figured out now how to play without Kevin Durant, and I think that energy, that there's a term you used earlier in the night.
Randomness, perfect randomness.
Perfect randomness, yeah. I mean, that beautifully describes how they play, and when they're hitting shots like they are, they're capable, obviously, of beating anyone. So, but I do expect Portland to play well, and I think actually Portland will win Game 3.
Wow, calling that already.
Yeah, I said it.
Well, one of the big issues has been that Warriors defense holding Lillard and McCollum in check. In fact, over the final 7:40 of the game, neither one of them scored. How does Terry Stotts change that?
I don't know if, strategically what they have to get better at is putting the ball behind the trap and trusting their playmakers. I thought Evan Turner came in, did a good job. I thought Miles Leonard came in and did a good job. And then having Seth out, I thought Miles Leonard came in and did a good job. And then having Seth out on the floor also, because they played 3 guards. So consequently, they had small enough players, good enough playmakers that can make plays. And as Grant said, I think they will make better plays and play better at home. But the one thing about Golden State being champions is that they love to go out on the road. They know how to play out on the road. And I think they play better in hostile environments. But Dame and CJ will find a way to score, will find a way to get their team and motivate their team to the next level.
Remember, this is a Golden State team that's won at least one road game in the last 12 consecutive playoff series. So they are experienced in those environments that you're speaking about.
Yeah, and Portland's definitely capable of defending home court. And when you're down 0-2 in the series, you got to go home and you got to win Game 3. And I think they're capable of winning Game 3.
Are you calling it too, like Grant?
I'm not calling it because I got mad respect, but I'm gonna definitely be sitting at home or sitting here watching because when you talk about a backcourt, I mean these are 2 exceptional backcourts that are playing against each other, and they're not making a whole lot of mistakes. No. They're doing a whole lot.
Saturday, you don't have to wait that long to hear more about this game and look ahead to Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We're coming back with the Overnight Game Time show to get you everything you need. Conference Finals. We're coming back with the Overnight Game Time show to get you everything you need to know, hear from the players and coaches after Game 2 in the West was won by the Warriors.
XL guys aren't built like everyone else. That's why